let's see here.
Started.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Well, I just started.
I'm
So.
not. Okay, that's fine. I was concerned for a moment. Then I realized, wait, I don't care. Oh well, moving on. So, we last left our group of adventurers, mercenary guild members, and heroes. You had managed to take a trek across the sea, all the way to the avrani. Where you? Let's see, where you landed upon. Yeah, Vryn, and of course, uh, managed to get. Well, not managed to get. Now you were introduced to the Gaillon Manor, where Alistair's family, the manor of Alistair's family. There are some of you met the case of the Ferosian brothers. You met your father and conversed with him and the such. And eventually, he said he was going to visit by the manor that you're going to be residing in temporarily with your mother. And let's see here. And Alistair is conversing with his own mother regarding some stuff that they've been experimenting with. With that, we'll continue on to the next day. Let's see here. I need to check to see whom among you I will be starting with first. All right. So, Ashana, you feel as you're. I don't know. I keep forgetting. Do they dream? Do Colostra dream again?
I doubt so, don't.
It's
To the clinic.
yeah. Okay, yeah, it's sort of pseudo dreamlike state, if I recall
It's
correctly.
like sort of like the elf trance, where it's like they meditate.
Yeah, but still lasts the same amount of time as a human or a dwarf. But yeah, as you're still in your trance, you actually feel you. Oh, excuse me. One moment. Excuse me. I had to take a sip of water. So yeah, as you are currently in your trance, you begin to feel the air around you go cold.
No.
Do you open your eyes, see what is happening?
A little bit.
All right. You notice that you're in a very somewhat familiar place. You see, sort of around you, a vast ocean in the middle of the night. But you don't see any stars. But you don't see the moon. All you see are stars, and you appear to be standing on what looks like a beach. And then you notice something else odd. You notice the water is particularly thicker than what it should be. Do you go check?
So I'll grab like a there's a rock or a twig or something. Just poke the water.
All right, you do so. You look around and you notice like looks like some driftwood on the sand, and it feels wet. Clearly came from this odd ocean. But as you poke into the water or the ocean waves, it feels warm. It feels very warm and very sticky. The smell, it still smells of water, but it just seems odd. If you wish, you may roll either a nature or a medicine check.
You sound still loading it to roll 20. Rather
Okay.
roll a medicine. I'd roll a medicine. You can roll 20.
Alright. Riker, are you okay?
What?
Oh, we can. I think. I don't know if it's coming on
Swear
everyone
to
else.
fucking God, if it's doing that again, fucking hell.
I'm hearing like what sounds like.
Yeah, no, it's just the laptop itself. There's literally nothing I can do about it.
Okay, that's fine. I
Oh,
was just
Yeah.
concerned
that's a
as
really
well.
strong bed then.
Or the microphone's like right near the exhaust port.
No, that's the thing. It's the fucking webcam mic. Like,
Okay.
there's literally nothing I can do about it.
You can get an
Oh.
F in chat for the webcam link.
Solid
Let's
F.
Yes.
Yeah.
And right.
Alright then, there we go. So, which would you like to do, medicine or nature?
Use medicine.
Alright, a 17. This has a very familiar consistency that you've only sort of dealt with when it came to the wounded or to corpses. This feels like blood. And as you you then notice a streak of light above you, illuminating the ocean for a brief instant, where you see that the ocean itself appears to be a dark and viscous pool of not red ichor but solid black ichor. The stars almost perfectly reflecting off of the ocean, this ocean of blood, almost as if it were a perfect mirror, which is a bit odd considering it's blood, but nevertheless. You then notice that it's also quite silent. Aside from the sound, there's no signs of birds. There's no fish. There's no footsteps around you. You appear to be completely alone in this dark beach. And then you begin to hear something. You begin to hear what sounds like explosions muffled off in the distance, in the most likely farther into the ocean, and as you see small bursts of light. Very faint, but undeniably there. And you hear other things. Sounds of a bell being rung. You smell fresh bread or being burnt. You hear, or you feel the tingling sensation of electricity running between your fingertips, and you see something that actually catches your eye. You see a large cylindrical sort of object, sort of slowly rising from this ocean. and in the starlight you can see that its shape. It appears to have the sort of curved inwards, almost akin to that of an hourglass, but clearly it tapers off and becomes much more wide at the end. And then you see the actual bottom of it, as it's not flat at all. It appears to be somewhat spherical at the end as well. It almost reminds you of a cannon, but it doesn't have any sort of distinguishing marks or sort of what's the word? Engravings, embeddings, any sort of identifying features on it, except for it just being a simple-looking cannon. And as you see its form for a few moments, you blink your eyes, and you're suddenly back. The vision still fresh in your mind, and you notice something. You notice you're still holding on to that branch. It is covered in that same black ichor.
So,
Well, that was and you hear that same ringing bell noise from inside the hallway. And we will switch over to, let's see here. Ah, lovely. Ratchet.
Eek.
Actually, I don't solve this. My
Oh,
bad.
come on. Don't
What?
do that
Sorry,
to me.
I missed both.
Got
My
the-
apologies. Solve this. Are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're sleeping not quietly, you begin to hear noises coming from outside of the, not the apartment, sorry, of the guest room that you have had the choice of picking out. Are you sleeping in the same room as Xeris, or?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you notice that Xeris is asleep on an opposite bed.
Out. Oh. Bunk bed. Mother.
Or sorry,
Whatever.
bunk bed. Well, yeah, not bunk bed. They don't have bunk beds. Safety concerns.
Were they poor?
No, they're wealthy and they want to stay wealthy.
Alright.
You hear movement coming from outside.
Movement coming
It's
from outside.
very heavy.
Heavy.
Almost sounds like. Roll a perception check.
Perception. I looked at persuasion for a second and I thought I had a really good perception. Nope, that's an 8.
It sounds like a lot of footsteps.
A lot of footsteps.
Too many footsteps, like
Too many.
maybe a dozen, maybe 2 dozen footsteps outside, just rushing out.
How much space is there between the door and the floor?
The door on the floor. What do you mean?
Like-
Is there a gap underneath it?
Yes.
Yes, there's like a small gap. You can, if you were to like lay on your back. Actually, I need to see your portrait once more. Yeah, if you were to lay on your back and you were to like arch your back upwards, and you'd be able to get like a small line of sight inside of it, like on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if we're gonna do any bullshit here. I don't think I can. I guess I could Misty Step through, but that wouldn't have much no, it would. Wait. Acid Brain. Is Tanya awake?
Tanya does not appear to be nearby.
Actually,
You can try to summon her back to you.
I'll do that.
All right. You sort of concentrate and
Alright, good. Okay. You're here.
you see Tanya collapse in your arms. It appears to be unconscious. Not bruised at all, she just appears to be asleep.
No invisibility then. Alright.
Do you want to wake her up?
Don't know if it's needed. I would like to be invisible. So I'm
Do
just
you
gonna.
have invisibility?
She does.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to wake her up.
Yes, I'm going to gently sort of try to wake her.
Ow. Ah, hey boss. What do you
Yes,
need?
hello. This is a movement, and I would like to go check it out. I require invisibility. Because I don't know who it is.
Alright. Alright, give me a sec. As she begins to stretch and cast the spell, turning you invisible.
Excellent. Okay. I don't know if you can concentrate while being unconscious, but if you want to sleep and that will happen, then whatever.
I'm coming with you.
Okay. Alright.
As she herself disappears,
Okay.
assumingly invisible.
Yes. I could massive brain this, take a minute to cast silence, open the door, close the door, drop concentration on it. So that no one hears, right? So I'm gonna do that with no components so that no one hears me casting silence.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Pact of Stars.
Alright, you do. Alright. Roll a d6.
Well, it's ritual casting. So it takes
Oh, you're ritual casting.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just take a minute.
And yeah. You easily
don't
take a minute to suddenly the area around the door just a cacophonous silence.
Yep. And then I will open the door. Peek.
All right. You open the door, and you find yourself. As you suddenly let's see here. I need to make a dexterity save. Actually, wait, hold, scraps that. Yeah, sorry, strength save.
Strength save. Okay.
This is not a magical effect that causes harm.
That's a
Natural
20.
20.
You also immediately grab onto the edges of the doorway as the entirety of your room is filled with water.
Oh, very good. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so, question. The entire room is filled with water, yes?
And you see out the doorway that same familiar bubbles.
Same familiar.
From your first vision, for your first interaction with the keeper.
One moment, hang on. I'm gonna go back and pull up the hood of the cloak of the mantis so that Xeros doesn't fucking drown. This is a dream, but whatever. You're gonna do it anyway.
You already have. Well, actually, as you turn around, the room is no longer there.
Oh, good. Alright.
There's just you, the doorway, and the door.
He'll just close the doorway then.
Behind you?
Well, he'll close the door while looking at it.
Okay.
Then he'll open
you
again
do
to see
so.
if any bullshit happens.
You open it again.
It's
Still a door. It's just a strange doorway in the middle of this just got weird ocean.
Alright, fine. I'll close it behind me then.
All right, you close it behind you, and I take it you like start swimming.
Yeah, I'll
in
start
the
swimming.
Direction.
The direction of the mains.
All right.
Alright,
As you
Tony,
do,
get to
you
see
notice
me.
that you hear as you turn around once more. As I assume you turn around to see where that noise is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the doorway just fell. There's no supporting structure for it. There's no way it was going to stay upright that long.
What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, he'll keep going forward.
All right.
Oh shit! I just realized I'll cast water breathing on Tanya before she starts drowning.
Tanya just is not there either.
Fuck.
Just got swept away.
Yeah.
I mean, probably. Well,
Welcome to
I hope this doesn't come up in her dreams.
Welcome to dream sequences. They're really trippy.
Woo! Ooh, I'm familiar with making. Okay.
Yeah. So you make your way?
Yeah, I'll start making my way forward.
Alright, you do so. You start swimming through the ocean towards where the keeper once was. And you notice that they are no longer there. Just
Any
an
silence,
empty space. Make a survival with advantage.
Survival with advantage. Okay, my survival's... okay, 20. Modified.
All right.
Excellent. Excellent.
You notice small. For some reason your instincts. You start. You feel an instinct kick in as you notice something on the ground. You notice
Oh.
long trail of what looks like a very familiar glowing bits of glowing moss.
Glowing moss.
The same glowing moss that was growing off of the keeper.
I thought you were gonna say pillar, but I didn't know that part. That's good to know. Okay. Okay. Going to follow that straight. Am I invisible right now?
You are not. You are still invisible somehow.
Hey, that's nice. I'm gonna keep it that way for now.
All right.
I will follow the trail.
All right. You do so. The air, it's not air, the water around you still has that somehow familiar warmth as you traverse through the bottom of this chasm. As you notice, the trail appears to lead to what looks like another crevice, or not crevice, another canyon deeper underwater, deeper into the ocean, deeper into the earth.
Oh boy, here we go. We're getting deep sea diving part 2.
Do you want to make your way in?
Yeah. I do have dark
Alright.
vision now, by the way, so that's neat.
Yeah.
30 feet. Not much, but it's
Yeah, not a lot, but it's pretty good.
it'll function. Kind
Yes. You make your way down, deeper and deeper into the ocean. As I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with your war mage bonuses.
of. Mage bonuses. Okay, so that's a +5. Hell yeah. Wisdom. I just ticked. That's not what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Hey, 11.
Okay. 11 was literally just what would have just been what you needed if you had gone one
Yeah.
higher. You feel your mind waver and stutter, and and before you know it, you feel a warmth in your mouth. A very painful warmth.
Okay.
You just check to see what's going on.
Yeah. Is that like lava or something?
No, it appears to be blood.
Ah, good. Why is there
Glowing
blood in my mouth?
glowing green blood.
Oh, good.
And then you notice, as you're sort of clawing in this, checking what's going on. You notice
Here's
something
blood.
odd. Your hand and skin, your scales your forearms are in this underwater form appear to have changed a bit.
Okay,
You appear
so
to have
visible now.
some, yes, they are now visible as you've been swimming for quite a while.
Okay.
You notice that your arms are covered in what looks like a sort of thick chitinous plates, almost akin to lobsters. It's sort of
that's
disjointed,
nice.
but somehow they're just disjointed and wrong. Sort of interweaving on top of each other, almost like a sort of origami or something like that.
That's some characters, but okay.
And you then notice something. You notice another thing. The teeth, your fangs and teeth
Yeah.
are no longer there. They appear to be replaced with these thick, bristly hairs that line your mouth.
Oh god, I'm a whale.
They're incredibly sharp.
Oh.
It's almost like their teeth, but the way they bend and move are almost like hairs.
I don't know what just like it's supposed to be.
Make
Like
make an Arcana check.
good old Arcana, hell yeah. Click. There we go. 21.
You feel like this might be an adaptation or a adaptation from what you had experienced several weeks before in that section of the ocean when you touched that pillar you had seen in your dreams in the real world.
So this is in...
Your form didn't change when you touched it. You were relatively the same since you've had the mark. This appears to have been some sort of update or change, making you far more monstrous.
Hell yeah?
So basically, what this translates to is when you're underwater, you have advantage on intimidation checks made against creatures that are not familiar with undersea life.
Alright. Okay.
And so while you are underwater, they themselves do not have to be.
Okay. Good to know. Very good to know. Okay. Gonna continue downward. And... hope nothing bad... Well, I'm visible now, so I'll... Foosh out the lights.
Alright. As you do, you actually notice something else. Because it was just 10 feet out of your dark vision. You notice that there's undersea life actively moving around you, away from you, as if they're hiding.
Well, I feel bad for the fish.
You even see anglerfish and octopi just scuttling around you. Just
Never mind, I'm fine with this.
solid 40 feet away.
This is... Okay. Uh-huh.
And as you begin to continue swimming down, maintaining your castings of, I take it, light, was it?
For the purposes of... You know what, I'll put a light on my forehead. Fuck it, we're being an anglerfish now.
Okay. Whatever. So yeah, you do that. So okay, you do that. Repeatedly casting light to make sure that you can, better line of sight while underwater. And you notice a familiar glow off in the distance. The familiar hazy blue glow, almost neon and hazy neon blue glow.
Neon blue.
As you see, the Keeper of the Depths crawled on top of a corpse, a relatively fresh corpse of some sort of heavily mutated whale. There are dozens of eyes across its body, almost human-like teeth, and all sorts of teeth across its body, acting as some sort of chitin. Vast tendrils are near the tail, and what looks like sort of crystalline growths where the mouth should be. As you see the keeper tearing off one of its fins, as it releases a thick cloud of black and blackish reddish blood. And it just slowly shoves it into its face. You've come deeper, haven't you? Devotion, curiosity, or foolishness? As you hear that voice in the back of your mind, and you hear another sickening crunch as he begins to shove several tendrils into the side, as it begins to squirm inside the cadaver of this heavily mutated whale.
Ah!
Why do you seek me in these visions? Why do you not return to the surface, Dragonling. You have a choice, do you not?
I'm uncertain about that. Well, I figured that was lost when the doorway disappeared.
You always had a choice, child. Do you seek power? No. Those who seek power seek them from the gods or from other beings, or by books or by might.
Well, I can't really say no to that.
So
Since
why do you seek me
That's part
for
of the reason I
power?
even became a war mage.
So why do you seek me for power now, Bishop?
Oh, I don't know what they call me bishop. Oh shit.
He's referring to you by your house, since
Yes.
you are a war mage.
Yes. There are things that war mages cannot necessarily acquire normally, unless they were to begin straying from the teachings.
Are you straying from your teachings then?
Well,
Are you creating your House of Janus, seeking revolution? Or be you mad?
well, that is possible. I mean, can one really discern if they are mad, speaking?
A madman does not admit to their madness. A sane man think himself mad, for he fears and knows what madness is. And actively seeks to avoid it. So tell me, are you mad, or are you sane?
I don't know anymore. I'm talking to a recently reawakened being in my dreams. I'm not certain anymore.
He begins laughing as you hear a sort of dampened crunch from inside the carcass of this whale, as the tendrils yanked out from the hole, as causing a burst of more crimson, as you see a glowing red and beating organ. You could practically feel the beats from your distance away. So like 70, 80 feet away, and you could feel the waves rippling and almost pushing you away as it just continues beating. As it's brought over to its maw, as you hear a sickening crunch as the beating stops. As it continues with another crunch. most delectable abomination.
Sounds like this.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah. Tactics?
Hmm?
Just straight?
Just with War Mage.
Hey! 10!
Fortunately, the DC for this is a lot lower because
Okay.
well, you are near an all fallen and you bear a mark of one.
Yeah.
It's literally 10, so you
Yay.
almost failed. But you did well. Anyway, so
Barely
you
scared.
feel the air around you begin to chill as your body begins to, as you feel yourself quiver a bit. You feel this sort of sudden rush of power and something else try to rush in towards inside of you, but you
Oh,
manage
dear.
to just by a sliver of willpower, you manage to push it back. As you look at yourself, you're still in your form has reverted to that of how it was before you went deeper.
I don't know if this is a good thing. Is that a good thing? I don't know if this is good.
Your semblance of mortality. Interesting.
Well, it is just, I'm going to look now. It's like this problems.
As I gain power from things the gods forgot, my influence spreads throughout my worshippers.
Okay.
Next we meet, you will make a decision. Continue down to the depths of forgotten knowledge, or stay here in ignorance
I don't know what
of the world of the horrors below you, or attempt to return back to the surface with hopes of being able to hold together some semblance of sanity. Our connection is weakening for it, and I may not be able to speak to you for some time. Do you have any desires, questions, requests?
What was the name? Hang on. I gotta figure out the name real quick.
It's alright, take your time.
I don't know if I have it written down. Fuck. Shit. I don't.
Were you trying to look for someone specific? Is that you forgot to write down?
Zeros, what was her name?
What?
What was her name?
The one Zeros is looking for?
Yes.
Excuse me. Sarissa. That was it.
Sarissa, right.
Here, let me actually just type it out so that it's not misunderstood.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because,
I gotcha. Alright.
yeah.
Do you possibly know where someone by the name of Zarissa is? That'll stick to
I know of her, for she bears my mark, and she also bears many other marks. Did you think your group acted alone in awakening those who were asleep? Did you think your powers were the only ones capable of awakening and releasing those that had been long forgot?
Well, no, I wasn't even certain that they had done it until recently.
All according to plan, as your mortal minds may say. She did her part. You group did theirs. And others performed their deeds. The gods fear what they do not understand, much like you mortals when you discover flame. She bears the marks of many of us. What you mortals refer to as all risen. If not most of the marks, she bears almost all of them. But her time is running short. One should not bear so many marks on their body, lest other all risen begin to feel jealous, envious, wrathful.
Perhaps it's jealousy.
Why not all of them?
General suspicion, mistrust, whatnot.
She is the most trusted of all of the servants. It is each other that we distrust. Simply because the gods fear us does not mean us allies. Some of us can come to agreements and ceasefires, but our true desires always take precedence.
Understandable.
Any other questions or requests or anything else of the sort?
When do we begin?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
When do we begin?
Begin. Such what?
What?
It says, yeah, begin such what?
Oh. I thought they were like... I'll get back to you whenever this happens again.
I will leave you with a warning. Trust not those who can bear you under a warm roof, and trust not those who you serve with. Whenever us, the other, all fallen, are forced into are marked forced into a group. Betrayal is not a matter of if, but when. As you feel your consciousness shift, your vision darkens as you wake up with your maw open, and you feel a large pool of wetness inside your mouth.
I'm just gonna dip a finger into it and look at it.
It is water. And from judging by the smell, salt water. Really nasty salt water.
He just doesn't want to make a mess. He's just gonna gulp it down.
Alright, make a constitution save.
Yeah. Thankfully, those are pretty solid. That's an intelligence save. I'm retarded.
Yeah, that's not a
Or
con
just
save.
-2 from that. Unless.
Okay. So I need you to roll a d6 for me.
D6.
Not six. Sorry, a d10.
D10. Toe.
All right. Yeah, as you gulp it down, you feel your stomach lurch. As you lean over the back end of your bed, you start hurling. And just hurling and hurling for like solid 15 seconds. You're like hurling out a bit more. The only thing you notice left are just a pile of mess. And you hear a glass.
I'll just put the thumbs up.
You want me to clean that for you?
If you feel like it.
I never feel like it, but
I'd probably attempt to brush it.
She just asks, "Do you mind how I clean it up?"
I suppose not.
All right. What's your passive perception?
12.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Sorry, roll 20 is getting weird.
She's fucking sneaky.
Yep. She just you start to clean up your mouth with a rag or something, and the moment you look over, it's gone. Not a single trace. It doesn't even appear to be any sign of scent.
Okay.
No
At
problem.
what point in time is this? This is
This appears to be early in the morning, and
Yo.
let's see here. Now, at this point, Xeris,
Yep.
you begin to. I need you. Rewind. So, while you are asleep, in your sort of more pleasant dreams, you feel that familiar pull.
Figuring what it is, he's pretty much gonna roll with it.
Yeah. You walk over, you begin to make your way towards this pole. As you blink, your vision, what you see is different. You are on that familiar pillar,
Oh,
but something's different. You notice scorch marks encompassing the entirety of the surface of this area.
yeah. He's gonna bent down and he's checking out the scorch marks.
They are lightning bolt strikes.
Hmm.
Send lightning bolts, electrical burns on the surface of this pillar.
Well, that's new. Now that's we can soon. Something must have gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Do you say
That
that?
or something has happened in general, in which case Yeah, and mind you, he is stating all this out loud.
All right. All right. You hear another explosion off in the distance. Not an explosion from like a lightning bolt, but like a fiery explosion.
Huh. Kind of like maybe say a maybe it's like a fireball or something, maybe.
A fireball, an immolation,
Yeah,
a,
something of
a
that variety. Yes.
sunburst of a sudden burst of several scorching rays. Who knows? If you want, you can make a perception check to see if you notice anything there.
I will certainly give it a shot.
15.
Holy shit.
You notice underneath you, the water is not its familiar grayish bluish tinge. It is black, and it appears to be able to stain the sides of the pillar you are standing on. It is clumped up.
Good.
Make it either a nature or a medicine check.
My nature is actually better.
Alright?
That's another 15.
It looks like tar. But the way it moves around, the way it sticks to the surface of this pillar, it it acts like blood.
Something has definitely happened here.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is a thing now. Here, Stonelord.
Alright. You hear a voice behind you. Child. Child.
I see that you've been quite busy in my absence.
As you turn around, you notice the Stormlord looks far more different. His body is, you notice like small splotches of the same black, tar-colored, blood-like liquid across its form.
Yeah, so what he's thinking internally is that, okay, blood is an ocean. Blood is seemingly emanating from him, so therefore probably battle
Doesn't
damage.
doesn't appear to be his blood. It's like
Hmm.
it doesn't appear to have any open wounds. It just looks like he's just drenched in it after intense combat.
Yeah. But point being, the source is likely from him attempting to clean all of it off, if
Yes.
nothing else.
Do you ask him about it?
Well, actually, yes. So, just what exactly has happened while I was gone?
Uh, he begins to sort of, with one claw, reach towards a section of blood that is still stuck to his scales, and just puts it off the slight burst of electricity, scorching off what remains.
Hmm.
Abomination. We do not have the sort of privileges ancient for demons or devils have, the gods have, and the most unnatural beings, the abomination. Unlike they have rendered themselves weak and soft, and forget that Eldritch rules monsters. We do not forget the things that lurk beyond, not just in the void or in the shadows, but also things hiding in the light. Such is a true leader should be made aware of. Ironic, considering you're in their very homeland.
I see.
But what was done, and I have benefited from its failed incursion. As you notice, a small speck of meat, like this blackened meat, on hanging off its side of its mouth as it sucks it into its maw with a loud gulp.
Well, how's this ben- beneficial as though it may be? Also a bit unfortunate that it was attempted when it was. However, I suppose it may very well prove useful for for the investigation into the finding of the fallen king.
How is your portrait? What I've seen you found an accomplice. Perhaps written, perhaps not.
Uh, what was that? I didn't really catch
He
it.
said that he asked you how goes your hunt for the fallen king, and because from what you've seen, you have found an accomplice, perhaps willing, perhaps not, perhaps knowing, perhaps not.
Yes. Well, let's see. From what I've been able to gather, I may find more than just the fallen king once I actually find him.
Hmm.
The, ans- the answers I've been looking for in regards to my prior comrades.
Yes, that poor woman who has borne one too many marks in her success in releasing all of us from our slumber, or many of us, some of us from our slumber.
So she was actually helping with that, eh? Well,
Her and many others, whether they knew or not.
did she know? Well, actually, allow me to rephrase that. Did she knowingly take multiple marks?
You don't know that, or you didn't hear the thing from Sulfus yet.
Mm. Or
Sorry, that's
did she knowingly take the mark? Or
the all. She bears many marks, shy, young Victor. I'm surprised she is given walk, much less fight. Such a choice of hers would break a lesser mortal, but she does not appear to be a lesser mortal.
Hmm. If she
Perhaps
is no less than mortal, then what does that make me, considering I very nearly killed her father at one point?
a man, a soldier, a scholar, an inheritor. It does not matter what you did before. It matters what you do as Kingmaker.
Right. That brings me to a bit of an odd idea. Would you happen to know her location at the moment?
I would, if not for her other marks. You see, if she simply bore my not only, I would have told you her location many moons ago, as well as any possible movements she had ever made. However, she has accepted all of them. So not only do I have to contend with the eyes of the keeper, or the archive, or the wolf, or the citadel, or the liar, but I must contend with those of my most mortal enemy. Those that simply wish to enslave, not rule. Those who simply wish to wreak havoc and fear and nightmares. Those who simply seek to cause balance but leave thrones empty. And those that simply hunt for the sake of the blood. I do not know where she is, child. I wish it were the case. But she has made her choice to make things difficult. She has her own reasons, perhaps, but those reasons are preventing her from receiving your assistance, whether she is aware of your survival or not. I do not know.
If
If you
something
wish,
were to happen, that's what you.
if
Oh,
you wish, I may be able to assign a king breaker to find information regarding this. I will have them meet with you sometime after you awaken.
that's that would be a rather good idea, actually, because she
Yes,
may very well lead us to this fallen king, whether she knows it or not.
yes. Just know this. You must not be driven by anger or anguish alone. You must wish for things to change for the better. For the outcast, the innocent outcast, and priests to make peace to those around. For it is not the cult, it is not those underneath a leader that should be afraid of the leader. It is the leader who should fear those beneath them the most. Our time is coming short. Do you have any questions? Any requests? Anything?
Oh, if something were to happen that would cause some kind of magical eruption in terms of power, do you think she, do you think she might just be able to feel it?
Can you repeat that last bit? Can you repeat that again?
Sure. Do you think that she might be able to feel a eruption in magical power if it were to happen?
She is no longer War Mage, from what I remember. So perhaps she may not be able to recognize it as immediately as you would. But she is, though, she may be able to identify other dark signs, much with far more ease.
That's concerning. Another theory could be that, that perhaps she, or at least the she that we are both referring to, is not exactly the she that I am looking for. It is a possibility that I cannot deny.
Maybe. But as a soon-to-be Kingbreaker, only you must decide whether or not she is someone you should save, not could. A dark thing to say, but must be said, lest the broken spirits of the innocent go unavenged.
Right. But I don't really even have any further questions.
Then I will leave you with a warning. Those around you, your brother included, bear marks of other such all risen. Do not trust them for it, because they are, one way or another, someday, somehow, will betray you in some small or large way. The tapestry is still mending itself after our freedom had been guaranteed. I have not been able to foresee whom will wrong you and to what degree. It is not, but it will always happen. With that, your vision fades and you sort of wake up, sort of dreary-eyed, with some dirt around your eyes, as you kind of smell something
Yep.
for just a brief moment, and then it's gone. Yep. Probably just like the smelled a little bit of ozone and something else, rotten fish and stuff, but probably just from your vision, likely. You see Solithus sitting on his bed, what appears to be like dabbing his face with a wet cloth.
He's also dabbing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
God damn it.
He dabbed you when you awoke. He betrayed you already. The prophecy is fulfilled.
Son of a bitch. Well, you know what? You know what's got to happen now, boys.
No, even better, he dabs with minor illusion.
Oh
Shit.
god damn it. Fuck.
Right?
He
Magic
dabbed you
Wait,
in
hold
mouth.
up, does he?
degrees.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Future me, I hope that this is not something that continues to happen. You know, no, who am I kidding? I wish this continues to happen, this nonsense.
Oh,
I still love it.
fuck, I don't have minor. Wait, yes I do.
Anyways,
Well, so as you two wake up and begin dabbing, performing a dab war. Let's see here. Who goes next? Rosewinter, actually.
Oh.
Rosewinter.
uh,
I was just gonna say, Rosewinter. What is the most pleasant dream you have ever had? Or what is your most perfect? What would be her perfect dream?
Perfect dream? I would not be able to answer that. I have no clue.
What would be a dream that would make her day? That would make her day. The beginning of her day.
Hmm. And she doesn't. And she's one of those people that I would. She doesn't really remember dreams. She's just like a light on and off. And besides, I can't think of something.
well, it doesn't exactly have to be like a dream. It could be like a life goal that your
Yeah, a
character
life
always.
goal or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Well, she's
Like
kind of
being
at the
filthy,
point.
stinking rich and being a pirate queen.
True.
I know it's pretty stereotypical of any pirate, but I mean, you know, you gotta.
I mean, she
Yeah.
she does want to live comfortably, not live with as much money as she can accumulate. She's at that point where she doesn't really know what to do next.
You find then Rosewinter sort of, quote unquote awakens on a very simple yet very well made and lavish bed. Simple in like the frame and there's no like frills or anything like that, but it's certainly of high quality. You hear a knock on the door as, ma'am, ma'am, it is breakfast time. Do you desire, what is it that you desire for this wonderful morning? Do you require me to warm a bath for you?
Just the usual coffee. For now.
Very well. Your pet, Miss Schmuckums, has awoken as well and desires entrance into your room. Do you have her? Is she allowed, or?
Uh, sure.
All right. As the door opens somewhat, and you see a sort of stereotypical Serenian butler at the door, holding onto what looks like a napkin of sorts. Not napkin, like a paper, not paper. It's just a rag, basically. You see a black cat with a very beautiful shimmering coat with a very bright blue eyes walk in and just jump onto your bed, looking at you and meowing slightly.
Uh, She pets behind the ears and kind of talks to it. Uh, do you? Perhaps you might know what's his. Uh, do I know I'm in a dream? Is this?
Yeah, you're pretty aware. This is you're like you said. She is not the type to normally dream.
Hmm. She starts scratching behind the cat's ears.
It
Perhaps you
feels.
might be.
Sorry, I was just gonna say it feels very lifelike.
Hmm. Perhaps you know. You might be more the wiser of what is happening.
I don't know. Perhaps you should ask yourself that.
Hmm.
As the eyes begin to let out this blue smoke, as it
Normally,
stares at you with a rather rapturous grin.
hmm. Normally I'm not one for dreaming, but once you know the signs, it's very easy to start realizing you are dreaming.
Or perhaps this is reality and you're just simply, and when you quote unquote awaken, it is just you unconscious. And of course, you're
I,
just dreaming of being a pirate queen,
Hmm.
going on a
That's what it.
suicidal adventure with a tin man, a priestess, twin dragon-born brothers, and was that a furball? I never thought you would attack to have such an interest in them.
She
Or maybe you don't.
perhaps she starts scratching her cheek a little. Perhaps I should start taking participating in the pen and quill. Perhaps could become even could share this dream story.
Maybe. Well, you have one of two choices, in which case you can stay here and let me answer your questions, or you can go out and speak to someone else regarding an offer you cannot refuse.
I do like to keep my options open. I have a talking cat here, who I must say that devilish smile interests me.
Oh, you flatter me too much, man. As he hops off the bed, you notice he leaves small paw prints with that same blue, hazy smoke. And as he sort of lands onto the ground, its form almost separates into three forms. The main one being very clearly real. They see two spectral blue cats, almost spirits, walking alongside him or it or whatever this feline is, and sort of prowling around you, almost like a mouse, almost like a cat to a mouse. Oh, but you see, the problem is the lady over there is quite the stuck-up bitch. Pardon my language. Always about the order of command and subjugation of her enemies, and the destruction of the gods that she believes wronged her. By the way, very much a bit of a how do you say a joy killer, joy buzz. Oh, who cares? But me, all I would require after this would be just a sample of your dreams. Well, she would probably be a lot more strict. But you know what they say about order? It makes the man. So what is your choice, little lamb? Stay with me so I can nibble on your dreams a little more once in a while, or speak to some strange and quite quite restrictive old lady who simply wishes nothing more than to use you as a pawn in her game for interdimensional annihilation. No, not annihilation, but subjugation.
She takes a minute to mull over it. So we have all. So you have order, order and chaos.
Well,
That
keep
they
in mind, maybe I'm just saying things in this way to get you to come to my side of the bed. Maybe her
Yeah.
side is a lot more glamorous, and I'm just underselling what she has to offer.
Perhaps I do like order, but chaos has always been a fancy for a while.
Oh, you flatter me so. So what is your choice, you little lady? Stay here, or have breakfast with a stuck-up old hag? And if you're curious, yes, I'm going full mean girl on this on this character.
So
This
out,
character.
so out of game, it's a Shadow Cat the warrior patron saint.
Nope. The
No?
Patron Saint.
If
You
I
don't
had to
know.
take a guess, it was a Cheshire cat.
Cheshire. Well, it's the Shadow Cat, which is basically the Cheshire Cat,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or someone else.
Uh,
A female figure.
I actually have no idea who would be the order then, because the patron saint.
Make your choice. Go for the clear and obvious choice, or go for the mystery box.
Hmm. I do like chaos. Chaos is nice. Uh,
Too much is always very bad.
I might. Hmm. I hate tough decisions such as this.
Oh well, you can make your decision when after you wake up, can't you?
Hmm. She says words. What are they? I think I will go with chaos. She's done a lot of ordering people around. She likes ordering, but likes taking charge and command. But she wants to see where the chaos will take her.
Oh, what a hungry little girl, aren't you? Written as as the cat begins to grow larger and larger in size, to the point of actually breaking the walls around in your room. However, as the walls suddenly break and give way, you notice that the sort of debris begins to float off into inky blackness, and around you at ground level are large patches of green grass. Oh, yes, it's been settled. Pleasure doing business with you. As the cat jumps and pounces on you as you wake up.
Huh.
And have now gained here a mark of the shadow cat.
Probably just copy and paste what that actually does and just send it over to it privately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I will.
so where is it and what does it look like?
Page 128 of the PDF, and in terms of where you pull it up. In regards to its location, where would you like for the location to be?
Well, uh,
you can have it like on like above your chest, like just above that line. You can have it like on the shoulder.
Yeah, but what does it look like?
It it actually resembles a cat with a very wide and, well, maybe to some people, a disturbing grin.
It is literally the Cheshire Cat grin.
It's a Cheshire cat. Uh, almost like a sapphire,
Oh,
like a, not royal blue, like yeah, more like an ocean, not ocean blue, red, like a shadowy blue.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that to me screams collarbone, upper chest tattoo. Like near the shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
It just
Yeah, it does sound like it too. I agree with you on that. Alright, so
yeah. Because it'll never move again. Your other option was the Serpent Empress.
the what?
Serpent Empress.
Oh, I'm so glad I chose the Cheshire Cat then.
And
because
yeah,
snake tattoos are overrated.
Well, the Serpent Empress is okay and all, but there's just something about that just doesn't seem right with me. Unless I specifically build a character for it, I much prefer the Shadow Cat.
Yeah.
yeah. Plus, Shadowcut was just a lot more gentle in the approach, approaching you as a cat rather than just requesting you in. Come on, that's not how you start a relationship. You ease your way in. You become friendly and shit. You don't just boss them around.
Yeah.
That's not a pretty nice thing to do. Anyways, moving on. We're getting distracted. So, as you wake up, where's the mark?
Collarbone, upper chest, kind of right where the right boob begins, kinda.
Hmm. Okay. Yes, you do. So then you feel a cold sensation in that area.
Nice.
Hi, kitty.
Before, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, that's too easy. Anyway, so you. Oh wait, so yeah. So while that is happening, Ratchet,
Yep.
you're just sitting around, just prepping your equipment and all that before, and either doing that or like tools and everything, so that you can easily start working in the morning, while everyone is eating their breakfast and all that.
Yeah.
When you
yeah.
you just go, yeah, when you notice that you are no longer in the guest room, you appear to be on a open balcony, an open wooden balcony facing a sunset, uh, towards a large rows of what appear to be plants. If you wish, you can roll a nature check.
Just turn around. It's like, oh, I can't wait. Get ready for the. Oh, come on. Nature. Coming up. 12.
Right. 12. You actually you actually see that they appear to be grapes, grapevines, that appear to be set up along rows, as well as bushes of berries and bushes and trees bearing fruits that you do not immediately recognize. Probably because you don't really need to recognize too many fruits or vegetables or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why would you? And then you notice, wait, my hands are fleshy. There's air right here. Okay, this is one of those situations.
Just be like, oh. Just be like, oh,
Uh,
is
yeah.
like is Runta trying to talk to me?
You look around and you notice there is a simple, uh, collapsible chair behind you, as well as a small table. and in another collapsible chair.
Takes a seat, just being like, all right, I guess I gotta sit.
Yeah, the porch appears to be connected appears to be connected to a much larger building. Has a stone. Crap, my brain is having its moment. Whatever. It has a stone uh, support. No, what am I trying to think of?
How describe it? Like, how would it look? Like,
The very bottom, like the very bottom of a house before on top of the land that you build the house on top of.
oh,
Uh,
the I'm trying to think the word too. It's escaping me too. What the fuck?
yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
yeah. Either way, it'll probably come later. So you, so you also see like a doorway coming into the building. It looks relatively nice. A simple wooden building, simple wooden furnishings and all that. Do you take a seat, or do you want to explore inside?
I'm taking a seat. If there's like a table and chair, it's like I guess I'm going to sit.
All right, you do so. Like a minute later, you hear some footsteps coming from inside the house. As a door is opened, you see a dog walking out. It appears to be a very old looking mastiff. Uh, about as large as a mastiff can be, with actually very thick muscles and a lot of loose skin. Just walking out. Notices you, and begins barking at you excitedly with its tail wagging. Before you hear, "Oh no, boy, come on, don't start acting that way. You know what happened last time." Oh, you see it looks like a human man with brown hair, a beard, not beard, with a sort of widow's peak. It sort of curves outwards around his ears. Appears to have a sort of 5 o'clock shadow, uh, and very thick eyebrows. He also appears to be wearing a leather jacket with reinforced straps across his shoulders, a thick leather glove, or thick leather gloves, uh, as well as like a sort of series of belts that are wrapped around his torso, his core of his torso, and around his waist. Several belts. And strapped to his side appears to be a very ornate looking rapier. He is also carrying what looks like a bowl and on one hand with a glass bottle sort of sticking out of it, as well as looks like ice inside the bowl, as well as a pair of mugs on the other hand. Oh, you're here. Hold on a sec. Just as he sets down the mug and sets the bowl down onto the ground, produces a small knife, opens the seal around the bottle, and pops it open and pours what looks like some sort of alcohol. It appears to be very yellowish looking into the bowl, and the dog just sort of very happily and calmly walks over and begins consuming the beverage that is iced.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, don't act greedy, all right? Jeez. Yeah, sorry. Little Thunder gets a bit excited when he sees new people.
So, who are you exactly?
Make a religion check. Come on, isn't it obvious?
All right. Yeah, I was about to ask like if I would know before I hand it. I was like, yeah, it's kind of 14. A natural 20 on the other side.
You think about it for a moment. A large series of crops, like grapevines, berries and fruit trees, a really nice veranda with an overlooking sunlight, with an overlooking sunrise, a mastiff hound called Little Thunder. Yeah, you got nothing.
It's just dial up tones in his head, just be like, nope, don't have a clue.
He's sort of smiling as you're thinking, like, yeah, come on, get it. And then his face sort of stops, like, what?
Sorry, I don't know many gods.
No, it's fine. Considering you don't really visit my places of worship, it's fine then. Look, just okay. Let's see. Let's see. No, I want to make this a bit dead good. People celebrate first brewing, my Ascension Day, Merry Mead. Make another religion check. Which one of the others talking about?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, Caden. Kalian. I'll just PM you the name of the. He is known as the Accidental God, the Drunken God, the Drunken Hero, and the Lucky Drunk. He is a god of alcohol, of taverns, of freedom, ale, wine, and bravery.
Yeah.
And his worshippers are commonly brewers, vintners, barkeeps, innkeepers, and good aligned adventurers.
Okay, so
At least
as you write down the name, be like, oh yeah, you're the god that senior and junior and my and Serena thank for the bountiful drinks. No, it sounded like that's what your name was.
yeah, and also the guy that that I think your wife said that I was going to be contacting you in case if anything was happening.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's been like a few months. Like I don't blame you, man. Just hold on, as he sort of reaches into his pocket. I think I got something good here somewhere. You okay with vintage stuff? Actually, are you an ale guy or a whiskey guy, or do you like? Are you like Little Thunder who likes champagne?
Honestly, I've never drunk up to this point, so I'll be willing to try anything. I mean,
All
I
right,
could never
let's start with
taste
something.
stuff until now.
Oh, well, it's fine then. Let's start with something a little bit more enjoyable. Maybe something on the fruity end. As he pulls out, looks like a series of. Let's see here. He pulls out a glass bottle that appears to be labeled with what looks like a. What was it? I'm sorry. It appears to have like an orange label. Like, not label as in like the label itself is orange, but as in like there's a orange fruit on the label of the bottle. He pulls out like out of his coat again. What looks like some not apple. There. It looks like a bottle of you think vodka, and then a series of other sorts of fruit tagged bottles. As he sort of pours it out into your cup, each and every single one. Well, not like completely empties it out, but he puts like portions inside of it. He says, "Do you mind?" As he sort of like gestures if he could grab your mug.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. He produces a lid from the top from his coat and puts it on top and begins to shake vigorously. Puts the top back into his jacket, pulls out what looks like a iron scoop filled with ice, not filled, but it appears to have ice in it, and puts in like three little blocks of ice. All right, take a sip and see if you like it.
All right, takes the dwarven sip, which is just like what Ratchet remembers of seeing how senior and junior drink. Just like, all right, that's it.
All right. Let's see here. Basically, it's punch.
Okay.
It's fruity vodka punch. Yeah, it's a good place to start when it comes to drinking. Most people try to push, honeyed ale or mead, but admittedly, if you like what you're drinking, you're never going to complain about it, unless you have too much. Then, when it comes to alcohol, there's always such thing as too much. As he pours out the same beverage for himself. So, this is more. This is less of an update and more of an introduction. I have been absolutely busy as of recent. Some recent druids have been asking for a lot of things today. Apparently, this is a really good time for. Well, he sort of gestures towards the towards the edge of the veranda. Kind of obvious there.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry I wasn't able to contact you any sooner. Also, he turns his head towards the hound that is still lapping up the what he calls champagne bowl. Little Thunder here decided to cause a bit of a fuss and decided to actually piss off a good friend of mine. And now he's not. And now, as he snaps his fingers, the bowl of alcohol and ice disappears as Little Thunder just stands there. Wait, what just happened? And now he's only limited to a very small amount of his favorite drinks per day. And Little Thunder just sits there like, oh, come on, bring it back. Come on, bring it back, man.
No, I just imagine he's actually saying this. Like, oh, come on, man.
He can't speak, but he just stands there like, with his very flabby face. Oh, come on, don't start looking at me that way. You knew that you did something bad, okay, Thunder?
So, what exactly happened?
He pissed on on a good friend of mine's rose bush and killed every single rose there with his deadly piss, which is funny, but it's terrible because she's been friends with me for years, and honestly, she's a really good person. I don't like seeing her angry. I mean, I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, we're on better terms now, but I'm still punishing Thunder here, even though you're my favorite little boy.
Alright, so the big question here is why are you telling me all of this?
I mean, a few things. I mean, I get lonely. Talking to my usual circle of friends can be. I mean, I don't hate them. I love them. They're good people. They're good gods. Some of them are more stuck up than most, but what are you gonna do about that? Gods never change. They never change. Yeah. Excuse me. As he sort of takes a sip and almost and stops himself before he chokes. You'll understand once you reach it. You'll rarely ever change. Well, I mean that aside, I also, in all honesty, it's a bit lonely sometimes. I mean, yeah, I get to invite people whenever I want here. Enjoy a nice few drinks and just shoot the shit and the only problems fade away as you enjoy an eternal sunrise. But it's the same people. After a while, it just gets. You want to get more people involved, like only get so many. And Milani's still pissed off at me. I don't want to. Yeah, especially with Thunder walking around. I don't want to punish Thunder any more than I already have. As he sort of leans over and scratches under its chin. He still looks a bit grumpy, but he accepts it. But in all seriousness, it's also to see how to gauge what kind of person you are. And considering you didn't decide to get nosy and decide to come on in and you wait outside, I guess you're more of the business type, right?
Well, I am patient and I do deal more in business, well, trying to learn. So.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. One of my many, you know, got a saying back. One of my followers have a saying about themselves. Follow Caden Kylien and you'll never see the bottom of the glass. Which, by the way, he snaps his fingers and the liquid inside your beverage cup refills. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's that same forever in Ragnarok, just instantly
Yep.
refilled.
Well, you seem like a cool guy. You don't realize the whole dwealth part, but not really a problem. It's just, rare as all. Oh, still, good to see that there's another person who's not quite as stuck up. I've been worried as of recent. Actually, wait a sec. You're in the Avrani Union now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Friendly piece of advice. Just to make sure that you don't reach godhood too early. Yeah, stay the hell away from Iamites.
Stay
You know,
away from Idolites? What the hell?
Iamites. I'm sorry, Iamedians.
Hi.
If you want to roll religion as he's sort of trying to put his thoughts together.
Iamians. 27. Apparently, I heard of them.
That is an adjective. That is an adjective for people who worship or follow the god Iamid, the god of honor, justice, valor, and rulership. Oftentimes, his worshippers are paladins, knights, and warriors of lawful or good nature, or neutral, just lawful.
Yeah. General good is essentially
Sort of general good.
Yeah.
You also know that she's got her own problems, just like anyone else. As he continues and says, and you're actually kind of aware of this. Yeah, I honestly hate how she treats tieflings. Honestly, they're people just like anyone else. But I don't know. She and I can never go 2 hours without going into a fight, and then her offering shit to me in recompense because she was arguing with me in my realm. And come on, lady, just calm down. Like they're people.
So you're saying if I come in contact with any worshippers that follow her or her specifically, she'll turn me into a god sooner than I want?
Less of that and more along the lines of watching yourself there. And there are some of her people who are a lot less radical, to put it lightly. So, but if they get a feeling that you're the guy causing a lot of whispers up here, then well, they're gonna be too zealous. Just don't kill any of them. Like I mean, it's all about that honor shit. So, I'm sorry. I'm just.
Um, I won't go.
He just begins chugging down the alcohol in his mug.
Well,
Yeah, fruity beverage.
I won't go pick a fight with them, and I'll try to avoid them. But if they do confront me, I'll figure something out to make it so that it won't end in
Oh no,
bloodshed.
I never said like you talk to avoid them. Trust me, they'll get even more suspicious at that. Believe me. Gods, they are a problem amongst themselves, and I am just sorry. I had a fight with her like a few hours ago. I had a fight with her a few hours ago, so we're just coming off of that, and it is not good. Anyways, yeah, she's just if they approach you and try to and ask you too many questions and you feel like they're poking or prodding, just use your normal rights and just tell them to fuck off or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just tell
Maybe
them.
not literally, just
Yeah, I'll just
okay.
politely tell
What?
them
No,
I'm not interested.
if it comes to it, don't be gentlemanly about it. Just tell them to fuck off. They're being a bunch of assholes and
Yeah,
whatever.
don't worry. I'll appropriately
Eh.
respond of how they're treating me. So don't worry.
Yeah. Just. All right. Look, I'm not gonna try to keep try to make any light. Yeah, all my friends are fucking crazy. I mean, except for Milani and wife. She's fine. They're both fantastic people. And Ilmater, he's pretty chill. I'm just calling to tell you that since you're in sort of our area of a lot of influence, you're gonna want to be more careful as to who you trust, because I may not have a lot of inquisitors, but a lot of Iamid has been getting a lot of inquisitors as of recent, so just be careful who you trust, right?
Right.
He sort of continues drinking his beverage as he takes a deep exhale. And right, in regards to how you're presenting yourself, keep up the good work. As your vision returns to, as you appear to return back to your normal form into what you were just doing. As you still have that weird taste in your mouth of that fruity alcoholic drink.
Oh, that was sudden then. I was going to suggest to him that if he needed anyone to talk with, I'm pretty sure Mr. and Mrs. wouldn't mind enjoying a drink with him. Oh well. Next time, maybe.
Alright. The as each of you, some of you wake up, some of you just do your thing and such. You're all basically brought over into no, you're all requested to be brought over into the main dining hall. Cohort, those of you who have cohorts or have patriots, they join in too.
Yep.
And basically, let's see here. Right.
Oh
As a
god.
requestant,
Yeah.
who wins the dad war? Both of you roll D2.
A D what?
A D2.
D2.
Alright, so.
Your move.
Alright, wait.
Yeah. I don't know what's good.
Riker.
Yep. 1 minute.
D2 for dad boar.
Just walking in, just seeing those two, like, just
Cringe.
Sutru and Junior and me just see this and just like, what the fuck are they doing?
Tutu is just. She asks you if this is a mage thing.
Some of this is casting minor illusion while dabbing.
You.
You say that as
I
if
can ignore
there it isn't.
I just
Okay,
yeah,
Solithus,
I can
you
ignore them.
succeed.
I just,
Yes!
I just see this
Yeah.
and be like, I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I want to kill him for doing it.
You can try.
Solithus, Sutra just stares off in just confusion. So basically, Miss Gallo informs each of you, basically all of you that, let's see here, that you're all welcome to walk around the forest. If you want to go into the forest, just to call out for, just, wait, one moment. Yeah, just call out for Mr. Sanchez, and he'll escort you around the place. If you want to go into the city to take care of like any, if you need to if you need to open an account or speak to relatives or that you may have here, feel free to do so. Just excuse me, and just make sure to come back before nightfall, before too late in the night, because they live in a safe city, but it doesn't mean that they don't have their problems on occasion. The occasional, mugger or pickpocket or kidnapper, but no like outright murders. There hasn't been there has been murders, but there's no outright like
It's lesser crimes, not majors.
yeah, lesser crimes. Like they have occasional murder. Obviously, what city doesn't, but they don't have it like as frequently as they have it in the Serenian Empire. they don't have to worry about cults because the church protects them, and so the druid circles and
Yeah,
guilds.
we get the idea.
It's relatively safe, but
Yeah.
just
So,
if you want to go outside, it's ideally you bring someone with you.
yeah. So,
So
yeah.
yeah, with that, you guys are able to do what you want for the first day. So I need to know whom. So let's see here. Actually, let's start with Vocable and Riker. Solithus and Xeris. What do you two like to do? The Dabbing Bros.
Hmm.
Can we train? Okay. Can I train for Warcaster with David?
No,
Damn it.
Damn it.
Uh,
you can go out for a swim if you want,
It's very important.
Yes.
and train for warcasting that way. Or try training for warcasting by doing a run through the forest.
What about sparring?
Sparring, if you want to spar, go ahead, but outside of the manor for obvious reasons. And bring Sanchez so that way he could oversee everything and keep away any
He-
animals that get too curious.
I feel like Warcaster by sparring is the best way to go.
Yeah.
Because it's actually where it's going to be used.
All right.
So if we're concentrating on something, dancing lights for the purposes of things.
Alrighty then. And what will Xeris be doing aside from helping his brother train?
He is actually going to be working on. Let me see here. Oh, here we are. Let's go for Blind Fighter.
Okay.
Wait.
Hmm?
Okay. Can I cast Blindness Deafness on him to help him?
How many
Someday.
spell slots do you have that you can expend for blindness deafness?
Blindness Deafness. How long is it? It lasts a minute!
Mhm.
Sucks. Wait, Fog Cloud.
But that's just.
That's an hour! Yo!
But does it cause the blindness condition?
That-
Heavily obscured. So,
Not
effectively,
blinded.
in a way.
He still
Heavily
has.
obs-
He's still able
That
to
means there'll
see.
be a
You need to
disadvantage.
be blinded still.
Well, you
In order
can't
to
see.
get
You
blind
couldn't
lighter.
see through it. If you can't see, you're blind.
Yeah, but you can see yourself. You can
He
see the
can
ground
see-
underneath you. You
can
can
see you. You can see the ground.
have
Just
to.
see
Yeah,
what's
you
in front
have
of you.
to not use
We'll
your
give him a
vision
blindfold.
size at all.
We'll give him a fucking
That's
blindfold.
fine.
Feck it.
Yes. Okay. So you're gonna do this out in the forest?
That's presumably where it's safest to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
not.
So
Blow a hole in a building.
just to make it clear, who would like to go out into the forest with Solithus and Xeris?
what type of stuff is in the forest? Like,
They have several streams, They have several rivers and streams. A lot of wildlife that is overseen by Mr. Sanchez. He's a druid and quite a skilled one at that.
uh,
Anything that happens in the forest, he always knows. And if you're lost in the forest, he can easily get you.
so I don't suppose there's any poisonous plants there.
It probably is, yeah.
Oh.
They have to create a healthy habitat, and part of a healthy habitat are all forms of life that would normally exist in such a habitat, like some poisonous plants or mushrooms.
I'll probably want to check it out at some point. So I can go with them.
All right. Alex, what of Ratchet? Would he like to go out of the forest?
what, to scavenge or anything like that?
Whatever you'd like,
Um,
basically. If you want, you can ask them what they have in the forest.
honestly, I think I'm good on supplies for now. I kind of want to see what I could do about earning some cash, so I'm going to grab Junior and Suthru as kind of backup, so we can go to town, so I can set up shop, so I can sell off some of those silver magic weapons that have some of them have rune enchantments. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make money off of that.
All right. And Ashana, would you like to go out into the forest, or would you like to go into the city with Ratchet to do your own thing?
Well, actually, it's me and Alistair are planning on going into the city.
All right. Right. And let's see here. All right. Augustus will actually join you in the forest, mostly so that way he can. Actually, yeah, he's gonna basically going to act as the not what is it? Not manager. Something of the fight, overseer of the fight to make sure it's all clean. So yeah, he'll basically be helping you with the warcaster feat and not drill sergeanting you, but he'll help you out. So, whom among the group who is going out to the forest will call out to a Mr. Sanchez?
Mm.
Hello?
Hello?
I
Are you?
think
Is anyone
someone's.
going to
I
call
think
out?
it's just thinking.
Yeah.
Of two.
Are you going to
Okay.
call out to Mr. St. James?
Yeah, but whom among you guys of the people who are out in the forest, who are going to the forest, are going to call out for Mr. Sanchez?
Like, he's like, away?
Our
They just said literally call out to him, and he'll be there.
Okay. Alright. I guess I'll just do it. Sir? Santos? Hello?
All right.
Mr. Santos?
Nothing happens at first. Before you just see you know how like when you're coming out of an escalator, you sort of like you just go upwards. Yeah, that's basically this man, except it's throughout just coming out of the grass itself. As you see not a human man, but a blue-skinned man with no hair, wearing thick animal hides and a sort of cloak with a series of scrolls strapped to his side and a pouch with a very thick journal with several tabs sticking out of it. As you see this man coming out.
Hmm.
Hello. I see you are all Mr. You're all Mr. Alistair's colleagues, yes?
Oh, yes.
He straps he stows away the journal and begins to approach each of you and shaking your hands. My name is Lino
Yep.
Sanchez, the lady and the sir of the house refer to me as Mr. Sanchez. You can call me by either. I am the druid. I am the oaks. I am a druid of the oaks who oversees the entirety of this forest.
Interesting.
Hmm. I see there are several of you. I take it you guys just inform him what you plan to do out in the forest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Basically, yeah.
Alright. Hmm. Very well then. Excuse me, can you all, each of you hold my hand into a chain?
Hmm?
So does Hajime, Xeris, and Solthis hold hands?
Yeah.
Sorry, and
Hold
Augustus
hands. Hold hands. Hold hands.
into a chain.
Sure. Can I what's the purpose?
Uh,
Can I
Curious.
Make an insight.
Like, I don't have reason to not trust him, but, like,
Why are you
oh,
GMing GM roll? But it's fine. Natural 20. It's like he's, how do I put this? He's only doing this to bring you likely to your location, but you don't immediately know how he's going to do that.
she'll play along.
Alright, very well. Everyone stand, follow me into the grass. I take it each of you do.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. He begins to, with his free hand, utter an incantation, tracing a symbol into the air, as each of you just suddenly sink very quickly into the grass, and then just reappear in a large clearing. Those of you who are there, may roll an Arcana. So Hajime, Solithus, and Xeris
That's
may roll an Arcana to see what just happened.
that's twice now.
If I had to take a guess, it would probably be
Arcana.
something similar to tree
Okay.
stride.
I gotta reroll that.
Okay.
32.
Alright. Rosewinter. Actually, hold on. No, actually, Rosewinter and Xeris, neither of you know what he just did. It's very disorienting, just not being where you were standing. It's just really weird. But Solthus, you actually heard of this spell. It's a relatively recent spell.
Is it a ritual?
It's not a ritual. It is a spell. It is an actual one action casting time of one action spell. Basically, the spell that he cast was transport via plants.
Ah.
However, there appears to be some modification. So basically,
Yeah.
as long as
It works.
with those he is, he is with several with let's see, any number of creatures that are willing that are making physical contact with him are able to transport themselves almost immediately, as long as everyone is making physical contact with plants to a plant he has touched that he is in the same plane of existence that he has actually touched within his lifetime. Basically, functioning as a much weaker plane shift, or a slightly weaker plane shift.
Well, more like
Oh,
wait.
so
What?
that's a very interesting way to teleport.
Oh, that's what people think of when they think of tree stride. See?
It should be tree stride, but
It should be, because that's all you can get with a large plant.
it's a 6th level spell as well.
Aw,
Actually,
so it's
that's a good point.
Yeah, so that's a more advanced tree stride essentially. Like instead of just being specific trees, it can just be any plant life.
Yeah, but
Well,
but
tree stride
again,
is
he
also
appears
trash.
to have. Yeah, but he also appears to have modified it a bit. Not
We've
entirely
seen it
sure
before.
as to how, but he has.
I'm guessing it's the part where we sank into the grass.
I mean, probably not that because you were technically touching another plant,
Well, yeah.
the grass.
Grass isn't very large.
Yeah.
It is
That's
when it
the idea.
comes to the amount of space it covers.
Alright. If we're
Well,
talking about a field, then sure.
Yeah, a field. You're literally standing in a field of grass. So.
Alright, if that counts, then whatever.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, Gus is just like, oh dear, oh god, okay. So what do you guys want to fight? Linus points out, yes, there is fine. He sort of gestures towards the entirety of this clearing, which is rather large. There's a stream farther ahead over there, where if you are thirsty, you may be able to drink from, or if you just get dirty or anything of the sort. Let's see here. Don't start any wildfires. I do not want to have to. While I am capable of taking care of any sort of incendiary-based problems that you may cause, I would not like for it to be a habit of you causing such things, especially in my domain.
Of course.
If you require any beverages or any fruits or vegetables, simply seek me out, and I will provide you with something of hopefully equal value.
Hmm.
If you are wounded in any serious way, shape, or form, I will be able to bring you to the city to receive proper medical care. Otherwise, if it's simply a cut or a bruise, I will be able to heal you.
Hmm. Oh,
Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Very well then, I must go tend to little Joey, as he appears to now be causing quite the mess in his in his mud pit, as he
excellent.
begins to utter the incantation and disappears again
We
into
have
the
never trapped
grass.
you forever. How tragic. Now we must
You
fight to
do
the death.
see, I mean, you don't know where you are, but I mean, assumedly he'll be able to come back. He'll come
yeah.
back for you if you call him out.
Yeah. No, wait. I have an idea. I'm curious. One moment. I'm just gonna sit down for a second, and I want to see where we are in relation to the town. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cast that as a ritual. The 10 knows.
In terms of the town, you're about like 10 miles away.
Oh, we're not
It's
horrifically far.
Yeah, you're not horrifically
Terrible
far.
things would happen. But
Do you want to try to find out how far you are from the house or the manor?
that'll require another 10 minutes, and I don't really feel like taking that
Or
long. So.
actually, isn't it 1 minute?
Yeah, it's 10. It's
Oh,
1
right,
minute
because of casting.
or
yeah,
the casting time,
ritual casting takes,
whichever is longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take 10 minutes to do that, and
Yeah.
Augustus just draws his sword and begins like tracing out the area for the sparring field for you guys.
Yeah.
Hajime, if you want, you can roll a survival to see if you can find any interesting plants.
That's 3. It's Rosewinter, not Haja.
Sorry, Rosewinter, my bad.
3.
3 times he made that mistake.
Yes.
By the way, the DC for identifying spells is a 15 plus spells level.
Oh.
Yeah, but alright.
So,
Do I
Survival?
have advantage or just normal?
normal.
Okay.
Right.
For a minute there, I was thinking that the poisoner he was going to do something funky about it.
Alright. I will tell you what you find in the field. So, basically, Augustus makes an entire circle and sort of traces out the inside with a series of squares. Go ahead, let it out now if you want. For those of you who understand the reference.
What reference? I'm sorry. I was like,
All these squares make a circle.
oh god.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
We get it. We get the reference. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah. Moving on. So yeah. What would you like to? How do you want to train, basically? For you, solve this, because Augustus can spar with you if need be. Just don't expect him to be merciful.
That's fine. I wouldn't be either. Basically,
Yeah.
I'll just be trying to, as hard as I can, maintain concentration on dancing lights, because that's the only concentration I have that isn't, like, slow or something ridiculous like that.
All right.
Otherwise, it'll be just standard sparring.
All right. All right. So I need you to make a concentration check with. Let's see, just normally this time,
Yep.
because Augustus. Let's see here. He activates Dark Steel. As he also he'll just actually Dark Steel engulfing himself in Crimson Flame. And will
Interesting.
just basically continuously assail you with non-lethal attacks from from one of his weapons.
Yeah. And I'll basically, if he ever retreat, you know the drill. If he ever tries to retreat, I'll try. Can't you? Probably won't succeed, but I'll try. Stuff. I don't think he will retreat. In case.
Yeah.
Regardless. 23.
All right. So for the course, I'll just tell you the result. And Riker, what is Xeris doing?
Well, blind fighter.
Training for
Blind
blind
fighter.
fighter, right?
Training for blind
Yeah.
fighter. Okay. And you're just gonna use a rag and train that way.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So you use a rag that you've brought with you to wrap around your eyes that are on. Mind you, for those who can have the imagination, Dragonborn have eyes on the sides of their head, not like us where it's like the front. So it looks a bit funky. Very honest.
But it
Yeah.
worked.
But it works. It just works. It's big enough to encompass this entirety of your head. So I need you to make a, let's see here. Yeah, perception check. Normally, because you're not like on a moving ship and you're in a forest. It's
Yeah.
relatively peaceful. Save for the occasional screaming from Augustus and from Solthus. Alright. 16. You actually start making some progress. Rosewinter, you managed to find some very interesting plants. Or not really plants, as actually some toads. They are very brightly colored, blue and orange. Make a nature check to see if you want to identify if you can identify them. Normally, yes. Actually, wait. Does it give you advantage to identify poisonous creatures or poisons in general?
Let me just
Check it. Yeah, let's just check just to make sure. Don't want to jump to assumptions too quickly when it comes to your feet. Or sorry, your feats.
I don't think so.
Okay, then yeah. Sorry.
It's still a 28 though.
All right. You actually identify this as a poison dart frog.
Ooh.
The area around you is quite tropical, if anything. Large trees, occasionally the often mist, tropical, tropical animals and the such. Makes sense for this region. And those of you who are aware of poison dart frogs, they're very poisonous. So
Very.
basically, the DC for these, much like pufferfish, is a 14 if you wish to extract it. However, you can choose with your poisoner feat. You can choose how you want to extract it. If you kill the poison dart frog, you'll get a lot more, but you can. But unlike a pufferfish, you are able to milk it, which basically just runs to just you rubbing like the entire body of the dart frog with a clean rag.
Do I only find the one?
Tried like 3. They're despite their coloration, they're actually quite hard to catch. So yeah, that's what your N18 gets you.
So like keeping those frogs alive might be a bit of a task. But it can pay off.
Might,
Yeah.
but you'll be able to get more long term. But you you'll be able to get a lot more short term if you just outright kill them.
I think I'll do like half and half, where I'll keep 2 but kill 1.
So you can
All right.
experiment.
Yeah,
Make
and I
make huh?
oh go on.
Oh no, after you. My bad.
I want to use my poisoners to see if I can concentrate them. Make it a even worse. That's kind of why I wanted to kill 1, so like Alex said, experiment.
All right, make a poisonous tools check, or whatever the precise naming, or whatever the precise name of the tools are.
Oh, you are correct.
Okay, yeah, just roll for it.
22. Ain't too bad.
So it's not that hard to kill a poisoned dart frog, and you know you're wearing gloves. You're being safe about this. You were told that there's a stream nearby that you can probably wash yourself with, and probably any rags you have. You know you're mostly prepared. The only problem is like the other dart frogs, because I'm assuming you try to. Well, actually, no. You manage to safely and quietly kill one of the dart frogs. And you managed to create, you managed to extract total of 3 vials of 5 uses each. 3 vials, 5 uses each of poison dart frog poison. Of the dart frog poison.
So what does it do?
Going basically, let's see here. It deals 3d8 poison damage
Sweet lord.
on a if a creature fails a DC 15, or because you concentrated it, or actually not DC 15, sorry, DC 16,
Oh,
bumped up because of your bonus Constitution saving throw.
My poisons are the DC for my poisons are increased by my proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah. So instead of whatever the base standard it gets, it just gets increased by your proficiency bonus instead of going 8 plus your
Uh,
tools using and your proficiency. Because I'm just kind of
uh,
curious.
so poisons work off of a D check.
Okay.
Say
It's usually
if
based off of the type of poison you
Ah.
extract from the poison you make.
Still,
It's
being,
usually a
So-
flat one.
yeah,
but
still
yeah,
being able to
with
have your
feet, you
proficiency
can
bonus
increase
top.
it.
Yeah, that's really useful.
mm, so if a poison had a 14 base, I can get 19.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the pufferfish with an 18 DC requirement. So what's the DC for this?
In this case, if I remember correctly, the DC, your proficiency bonus is a 5 bonus. So your DC is a 21 Constitution. DC 21 Constitution save.
Sweet.
Oh,
Fucking
Or the
lord.
person takes, or the person take, and if they fail, they take 3d8 poison damage. Let's see. If I recall, what was it? What else do poison dart frogs do?
Yeah, I was about to ask what other additional effect we're talking here.
Did you say 3d6?
Yeah,
Three.
3d6.
Oh, I
No,
thought I heard.
3d8. No, 3d8.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think you said 3d8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 3d8.
It's alright.
Even better.
Yeah. I imagine that's half if they make the save, because.
Yeah, it can kill. Basically, it can kill 10 normal people. So that's ergo 3d8.
Yeah.
This is really nice. This is why I like poison. I have spent big are these frogs?
They're about the size of like a padlock,
Oh,
like
I
a
easily,
master
I,
padlock.
I easily have ways to store them. I have
They may be small, but they're dangerous. They're very dangerous.
mm,
Well, that's what they usually say
Yeah,
about
it's
poisonous
just
animals.
straight.
The smaller it is,
Yeah.
dangerous to friggin' poison.
now. Now I just need to.
And the younger there are, the more concentrated poison as
Yeah.
well,
Mhm.
because they
Are
haven't.
these male and female?
Do you check?
Yeah.
It'd probably be smart. Yeah.
Make a survival check. Make a survival
Okay.
check then.
One survival coming up.
27.
All right. Let's see here. They're both female.
Okay.
So, but also, looking at the one you killed, that one was a male.
Of course. Oh well.
Yes, in hindsight, you probably should have checked beforehand if you plan to kill one of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you know what they.
upside is you know where to find them, so if you want to try to find more.
Well, yeah, you know what they say. Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
So they just also yeah, it literally just can outright kill somebody. Those who have it, let's see here. Those who have those who are able to survive. Let's see here. Or very rare. Let's see. What is it? Sorry, I'm actually checking to see what's going on with poison dart frogs in regards to the sort of effects they have on people. So I'm just getting that they just straight up kill people.
A lot of natives in the Amazon, tribal warrior caught poison dart frogs use them for their glow dart.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep it at 3d8 poison damage, and with a DC in this case of 21.
I've got that list. I have 5 vials of 3 application of pufferfish venom, and I have 3 vials of 5 poison dart vial poison.
Yeah. Because you concentrated them, you get more uses out of more than vials.
Mm-hmm.
So like on average, like normally it would just be 1 use for 1 vial because you're concentrating in, and you would have gotten a total of like 5 vials. But because you concentrated them and because you rolled quite high in your poisonous tools check, you got that much.
Mm. Unless I can find some like nightshade something or some tomato. If I find tomatoes, I'll find nightshade. Cause fun fact, back in the medieval days, people threw tomatoes at actors because they're part of the same family as nightshade, and they're often grew next to nightshade. So people thought for the longest time that tomatoes were deadly. So when they threw them at bad performances, it was basically saying, "You suck, eat shit, die."
Yeah, we're
Fun
just
facts like that aside. Dark.
yeah, that
Interesting.
aside. So let's excuse me, that aside. So, Zerus, your training goes well. You make 1 point of progress. Out of actually, how much progress do you make? I don't think you made any progress. Riker, are you there?
Yeah, no, I don't think I did.
Yeah, you've made 1 point of progress out of. Let's see here. Alright, this is a mid-tier feat. So the so 1 out of 28 bits of progress. So in total,
What's
you
a
have
high? If that's mid tier, what's high? How many checks for a high tier?
well, low tier are things like skill proficiency, skill feats that just give you tools and maybe a little extra, such as your poison feat. It's good. It doesn't do as much immediately, but yeah. While blind fighter, it's just a straight upgrade. You're able to ignore a very very powerful status type. But anyways, moving on. Let's see here. So, yeah, and finally, Parias, you make a bit more progress. Sorry, Solus. Right. Sorry, that right. Solus, you make some more progress. How much progress did you make before?
3 of 9.
Alright.
That I've done.
9. Warcaster is considered a high tier feat, obviously, because of obvious reasons. So let's see here.
I'm guessing make it up point. Okay.
Let's see here. That's 1 point, so it is. That's the case. You make. So you have a total of 8 points of progress out of 20 set. Out of 20 set. Yeah. Out of. Let's see here. What the hell's going on? Alright. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So you have 9. So you have 9 points. So you have 8 points of progress out of 35. Hello?
So I lost progress?
No, you have no in total. Because I was adding
had
in
3 of
the. Yeah, 3 out of 9. Unless I'm. Hold on. I think I messed it up here.
Alright, a little bit.
Okay, yeah, you made 12 points of progress. Or 12, yeah, 13. My bad.
So I have 13 out of 35.
13 out of 35, yeah.
Jeez.
Okay.
Sorry, 12, my bad. Sorry, I forgot to. It's rounded down. Don't know what calculator was doing, but whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So it's 12 out of 35. Moving on.
Alright.
And next is Ashana and Ratchet, as well as compatriots and fellows.
Yeah.
So Ashana, so where do you want to go? If I recall, you said you wanted to go to like the have a letter sent.
Yeah, it was Anna's going to go get that letter she wrote on a ship sent.
Okay. If you wish, let's see here. Yeah, make a survival check, not survival, but my apologies. Investigation check, please.
Alrighty.
To find
Post office or
yeah,
legal post office.
a post office. Yeah.
Investigation.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Investigation, please. DC is not that high because of region. Yeah, it's easy enough. You managed to find a post office that doesn't specialize. It has a series of has mage workers who it has it is familiar run, so they have a series of familiars that go out and deliver the message, your letters and such, for those who do not have spells like sending or other similar such spells. They're used to deliver messages over long locations of travel, long distances. Yeah.
Old man. This.
There's not really an old man, just some about middle-aged woman who appears to just be like dealing with a customer who is just conversing with them. And he says, "Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Hello. Can I help you, Mrs. You see again middle-aged human woman. Caramel, not caramel brown, like very dark brown skin. Jet black hair. She appears to have like a holy symbol of. Let's see here. Of what the hell are you doing? What was it? Why is okay? Wrong set of notes. Okay, wrong set of notes. One moment.
You're looking at the wrong notes for wrong game.
Well, I am
I'm
technically.
looking at the wrong NPC notes here.
Tech,
Yeah, you see that she has a symbol of Hermes, sort of a sort of small amulet of wooden amulet of Hermes hanging across her neck. Uh, so she asks you, "So how can I help you?"
also, add the place sending.
Ah, yes. Where would you like me to send this,
And yeah,
Mrs.
how to where send it?
The letter?
Yeah,
Sorry. Remind me again. Sorry, it's been a while. Which letter was it again?
it was the letter that.
Oh wait, no.
It was the letter about the Inquisitors. They're like, if I'm correctly,
Oh right.
the Inquisitors. It was the
It was
Church of
the
Epsilon was making a church.
yes. Because you're. Do you show your symbol?
So when I entered the city, I had my symbol up.
Okay. Oh, how can I? Okay. Uh, yes. To the order. Yes.
So out of game, is that where it should be going?
Well, it should be sent to any order. They'll from what little you've been told, they have like a network of messengers. So once it's any information is sent to them, they'll have some scribes write up an update to like everyone else to basically inform them of any such pertinent information.
All right.
Or if they have or if they have a mage on staff who has sending, they'll or some sort of mass sending, they will they'll basically just have them send it.
All right. So yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Send this over to the order, please.
Okay. Thank you. And you do not have to pay for any fees, as the customer who appears to be like some a much younger man says, "Hey, where's my free letters?" And she says, "You do not need to speak. You are not an inquisitor." Yeah. Now go on. Take care of your business. Business. He says, you love me. He says, "Of course I do. You're my son." Yeah, it's spoiled. As he walks out, he's a bit spoiled, but you can't help but I can't help but love him. All right. So how is your day? Oh, my apologies. I did not introduce myself. Or actually, what is your name, man?
My name, Shana.
Hashan, look, what a beautiful name. She continues speaking as she's like grabbing like some wax seal and heating it up. Oh, what the heck? Oh, come on! Now it's just giving me that thing again. Gosh darn it! Okay, gonna have to pull up my physical notes for this one. One moment. I'm so sorry. This
That's
is
okay.
yeah.
That's okay.
All right. Here it is. I am Kamala Lalita. I've been living here for for most of my life. Sorry, it's very rare to see an inquisitor around these parts. Our place is not exactly a place of lot of conflict. At worst, of course, occasional murder, but our studious and loyal guards always come through in the end.
Oh no. Well, I actually came here for two things. I am with an adventuring party, so that's one of the reasons I came. But also my fiance is here.
Oh, congratulations! It's very happy. It's very good to see to see another one of my countrymen and me find love with such a beautiful young woman. She she begins to clean up like some excess wax that is sort of like going like a bit sort of starting to spread across the letter. Ah, you don't look like you're from around here. Are you? Where are you from? Edither? Or the Origin Empire? Judging by how beautiful you are, I would think so.
Well, it kind of.
All right. Sorry, can you repeat that?
And I'll just be like, well, it's kind of complicated.
Well, you don't need to explain. And any person who comes into our country is any person who comes to our country more than more than willing, more than not willing, sorry, more than is more than has the right to have their own privacy. I'm sorry if I came off as too pushy or curious.
Oh,
Just a bit
I,
about the
I can tell
foreigner.
you if you wish.
Well, I don't. Well, you hear like a ring from up the stairs. I would love to speak with you more, but I have to go and take care of another duty.
Well,
Uh,
have a lovely day.
yes, thank you. Blessings of Hermes be upon you, as
Blessings of Sloan be upon.
ah, she smiles. Responds to that with a smile and bows slightly, but respectfully.
Hmm.
I take it you take your leave.
Yep.
All right. Meanwhile, Ratchet.
Ye-
Where exactly are you going?
Um, essentially, I'm gonna see if I can set up shop in a business area that they'll let me set up. It'll essentially, you'll show the paperwork that he was given by senior, like that. That
You
he,
have international permissions to function as a vendor for magical weapons and the such, and armor.
yeah, and just find a spot where I can set up after I show my papers.
All right, make an invest. Actually, no, you don't have to make an investigation.
Yeah, because I'm assuming the guards would be like, "Oh, there's an open spot over there" or something.
Actually, no, actually, where the heck is going? I'm so sorry.
Are you getting mixed notes or
The
something?
sheet is no, the sheet that I have for the sheet that I have for Junior is just acting up. I'm gonna have to fix that later throughout the week.
The
Yeah, the
character.
tools are just not there anymore, as well as shit. Like some of the feats aren't even there. Some of the fixtures
So you
aren't
set
there.
up his character sheet, but some stuff didn't save. That's.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's what it is.
You're gonna have to fix it over
I'll just roll a d20 and check my notes here.
yeah, that's like.
Roll. You want? No, I'm just gonna re-roll that. All right, 17. Plus his intelligence modifier, plus his. He's not actually proficient in investigation. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's not proficient in investigation, but he does actually find he does ask around like some of the guards, like, hey, we have, we'd like to set up shop. Here's our paperwork. Is there any open spots that you'd recommend? And let's see here. There's a guard standing there. Let's see here. What are you? What? Oh, come on! Stop it! Stop it! Just sorry, my dog is pulling at my pant leg and wants me to give him a moment. All right, now he is sitting on my lap. The spoiled old dog. Right. Yes. 15-year-old dog.
Dog.
Well, dog, old man. He's a bit too spoiled in my opinion, but what have you.
He's allowed to be that spoiled
Spoiledness.
when he's that old.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, sorry, he's 16 by that. He's 16.
Eey,
A small
wow.
dog. So yeah, let's see here. So let's see here. Ah, my bad. It's all right. There we go. There's a guard with a symbol of Abadar, the god of first vaults. Yeah, not first vaults, but the god of walls and ditches, whose domains are city, earth, travel, and wealth. Basically, your standard commerce deity. He acknowledges it and will look around for a location that will benefit your vending practices. All right, plus he ushers you over to a section that doesn't appear to be filled up, but there's a lot of room to set up shop. There's a lot of space you could use to set up maybe long term if you had like several weapon racks or like say other or weapon tables. You could easily like set up like racks and rows of armors and tables. Maybe even build up like a small hut if you wanted to sell your wares.
Yeah.
But you got for what you have for what you're selling, you've got plenty of room.
Yeah, because essentially I got like 1/3 of them. Like I got a crate of magical weapons. I don't remember how many exact weapons we got, but I know I used up a good amount of silver for that. But still, it's like
Right.
like 1/3 of them is +1, and then the other third is +2, and then the other remainder third is +3, with all random magical runic enchantments, which is
Yeah, of
interesting.
course. So in order to judge the degree of success you have in vending your selling your wares, you'll have to make 3 performance checks for the day.
Oh boy, my best 0 check.
If you want, you can have Sutru give you advantage if she is.
Sutra help and sell.
She'll help you. She knows a little bit of how to speak with people. Oh wait, sorry, wrong one. It's not performance. It's persuasion. My bad.
It's still the
It's basically
same.
trying to. Yeah. So yeah, or you can have Sutru basically function as the saleswoman because she has a whopping 10 to that.
Yeah. I imagine Junior would also know enough about business to help. Depending if he has.
He only has a 12 in charisma
Really?
and no proficiency in performance.
Wow.
He's a craftsman. He's not a merchant. It sucks, but
Did Sean and Ratchet go out separate times, or did they go out together?
well, yeah. I'll get to Ashana shortly, but
Well,
if
it's
you
a
want to,
question.
yeah, okay. Well, it's up to Ashana whether or not it's up to Ratchet whether or not he'd be okay with waiting out the messenger's post, or after outside of a post office for a few minutes.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we went up separately together.
Did you two go off separately, or did you both like decide to go about your business in different ways?
Yeah, Ratch would just go about his business doing separate, so just be fair.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah, I understand that you want to help, but ideal worlds, anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Then one moment. Oh, what the heck? Oh,
They made this show.
I accidentally clicked on Sutru's thing. My bad. I was trying to click on her sheet. So, are you going to just let Sutru take care of the
Wow, seeing how she has a way higher modifier than I do. Yes, please.
Okay. Let's see here. So it's it's 3 normal checks.
Yeah, way better than whatever I ever could have done.
Yeah, here's the thing. So actually, how would she go about with this? She's a foreigner. She knows this. She's actually well versed when it comes to communication and proper etiquette when it comes to speaking to anyone. So she has the more like noble. She puts on the air of a noble foreigner who is essentially selling these interesting wares that are made for, well, not just killing but also self-defense. As these are all weapons that will basically uh, give you just that edge to safely eliminate any demon or bandit that may try to steal from your household or cross your path. And for the most part, she does quite well, actually. She's quite energetic when it comes to her sales pitch. She doesn't go like too overzealous. She almost scares the living hell out of a kid. Comes by with like with a just gesturing towards a knife as it just sort of bursts into flames. The blade itself bursts into flames. It was a small incident, and then guards. She cleared it up, and then guess you cleared it up with the guards, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny little moment, but let's see here. You managed to come out of it with 490 platinum.
490?
Yep, as you managed to sell your entire wares.
Oh, that's a lot of platinum.
Yeah, and it is not, and your weapons do not come cheap. The people you actually sold to were guards who belong to much more wealthy family houses or caste, or who belong to much higher castes, or nobles passing by who took fancy to your wares, or even on a few occasions some other foreigners who had who are on a mission and just looking for some good weaponry to repair or not repair but replace their old iron sword
Yeah, so
or battle axe
sell the whole
yeah.
entire freaking crate. Dang, that's good
Yep,
business.
for 490 platinum. That's a good amount of cash. Let's see here. A bit low for some people, but it works. Let's see here. So yeah, and with that, so I take it, do you return back to the house, to the
Yeah.
manor, or do you want to look for Shauna to help to speak with her,
If Shauna
or is
wants.
Shauna return try to look for Ratchet or return to the manor?
Well, it was Ashan gonna check upon him.
Okay, yeah, you see he's selling that. Sutra's giving quite the sales pitch. As a experienced and respect and honorable foreign warrior who is basically giving her guarantee that these weapons will save you from a demon or well, not your money back, but
You're dead.
or or your or they will pay for your resurrection or whatever.
Hmm.
It's a bit of a pricey sort of pitch, but she sort of informs you, Ratchet, that she's willing to pay out of pocket if they actually have to do that sort of thing.
Uh, we'll cross that
She's
bridge when we
fine
come
with
to
paying
it.
out of pocket. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, yeah, she's actually quite cheerful with this. Junior, on occasion, and actually in regards to non-weapon based sales, because a few people do approach you in regards to some weapon repairs
Oh, yeah, that I
as
can.
well as armor repairs.
Yeah, that I could easily do.
Yeah, and Junior helps out too with the more in-depth, intricate repairs.
Yeah.
Let's see here, so you make 200 gold pieces.
200 gold pieces? That ain't too
Yep.
bad either.
You don't get any people walking with a full set of plate armor that has a heavily torn up breastplate or anything like that. It's mostly dinged swords, mistreated weaponry, poorly
Yeah,
made
Damn,
weaponry that
yeah,
yeah
yeah, I get you, I get you.
dented dented shields, all that stuff,
Ye-
all that fun stuff. For the most part, nobody. It's again thanks to the guards keeping an eye to make sure peace is kept. Yeah, you don't have to worry about any troubles. And in regards to people who are interested, who actually ask you for certain commissions, you do have several. You have, let's see here. Okay, you are 9 people request a few commissions from
Okay.
you. 4 of them are armor sets. 5 of them are weapons.
5 armor, it's 3 weapons.
Yeah, 5. The 5 that are armor are all medium armor, which is about stock standard for most budding adventurers who are sort of browse around this sort of area for stuff.
It depends on what kind of armor, because I don't know if I would have enough
Um,
metal.
medium armor like hide, or in some cases like just splint armor.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
really ask for anything special, just like some good cheap armor. That's that's made to fit.
Yeah.
Some of them are like not dragonborn or anything like that. Some of them are like smaller folk where armor is not always made to their body type, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like halflings or gnomes or goblins.
Alright, I'll fill those requests as they come in, like as I'm just selling off stuff, just be like I'll work on that stuff as selling.
Yeah, and also last thing, you do get some requests for ammunition. Would you like to leave that to Junior to create bolts and arrows?
For bolts and arrows, yeah, that would probably require more detailed work, which would,
Woodwork, yeah,
yeah, where
woodworkers tools, that sort of thing.
yeah, which is Junior's department.
Yeah, so Junior will take care of those. And in regards to the commissions, let's see here.
How many checks am I making?
Well, I mean, they're like, just make like 3 checks
3.
for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Two.
Okay.
And 3. Do you also want me to
Would you
roll
like
3
to?
times? Yeah.
Would you like to use your ability to make that sort of thing? Because it may increase the price, and they may not be able to afford it. Unfortunately, the Church of Abadar does have minimum pricing for
I mean,
weapons and stuff.
if it's for adventurers or church or guard, he'll sell it at a discount if they end up becoming magically plus, so they won't get like they're not spending more than they're expecting. So let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see
kind
if
of guaranteed, but yeah.
yeah, it's not guaranteed, but I'll see if they'll get magically plus because he likes helping out
Well,
the
that's +3 weapon armor.
and
Okay,
then
another +3.
Let's go for a third one. Oh, okay, that's a +2, I
A
think.
yeah, that's a +2. Actually, that's a +1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No,
That is
yeah,
+1.
that's +2, because it's 21 to be and up and beyond.
I think
21 to
about
25 is
Yeah.
+1.
Yeah,
26 up to 30 is yeah.
yeah. So I was right. It's 25. So it's like 25 above is +2. So yeah, and then
It's 26 and above, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you managed to make some weapons.
Yes.
You managed to make the armor and pieces. They're enchanted. You terrify the regular. Oh, excuse me. You absolutely terrify the younger introductory like guards or mercenaries, or just adventurers or common folk with your really good armor. But let's see here. Make a make a persuasion check for me,
Oh boy, good old persuasion
because
with my
you
old
do
hero.
have to convince the Avador guards. And remember, you do have your demigod ability.
Yeah. I'll see if I can add that D8. It
There's
was.
also There's also Sonic who's there.
Also true, but this is him between him and the guards. You have to sort of maintain the commerce has a minimum because they don't want to end up dealing with armored maid under the table. So 18, managed to convince the guards like, hey, this is fine. Better to keep some people alive than not. The Avatar guards, they sort of they give you a speech of basically, there's a minimum out of respect for craftsmen and merchants, as per as per the good god Abadar, there has to be minimum standards met for selling certain items, especially when it comes to things of magical nature. The guards are, the guards that are there, basically say, it's fine. Just make sure that a balance is set when it comes to your prices and the quality of your product.
Don't worry,
So,
I wouldn't sell stuff too cheaply. I'm just being kind to you, guard, because you got to defend the town.
so they are. Alright, so you managed to 130 gold pieces in total for all the armor sets.
130 gold.
130 gold.
Okay, so that's okay.
All right. And as you all return for the day after completing your task, actually, wait, no, Ashana. Sorry, gang. Does Ashana have anything else you would like to do, or?
Well, it's getting too late.
Oh, it's a little bit late, but just to get what you guys want to do out of the way for the first day.
And just because Bud was with Alcers, find somebody that training keen mind very. So it was too late,
Okay.
so we put it off till tomorrow.
All right. Well, it didn't take you too long to get the letter sent. It was mostly just finding Ratchet was all. But we'll continue next week in this case, as you all arrive at your own paces to the manor. You'll notice a lot of carriages parked and set in the set parked near the manor. As we will end the session there.
Cool.
So, what do you guys think of the session?
So that's right.
The pace, I know. But...
Yeah, the pace was a bit slow. Just a bit.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The dreams the dream scenes were cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
how much of materials did I use when I was making the custom orders? And
the custom orders using iron or steel.
I have 26 iron bars and then some of the scrap metal that I didn't convert. I don't know what the from that from I can't remember where I got the scrap metal from, but I think it was from a bigger warforge or something. But I think, but yeah, I'd be essentially using that as much as I can because I don't want to start digging into my steel bars quite yet.
All right. So in terms of iron, let's see here.
Yeah, I got like 26 iron bars and then like 40 pounds of that scrap metal.
All right. So in terms of the iron bars, let's see here. Actually, only 20 bars, so you're kind of low on iron there.
Yeah, I gotta restock eventually.
Yeah.
So I got.
It's always good to have not just the highest quality metal because there is a minimum, unfortunately, here in the Avrani commerce because it's going to end up pissing because no one wants to piss up the gods of any gods of commerce. They can be quite brutal on the battlefield and off the battlefield.
Yeah, all I really need to do is just like find the nearest iron ore vein and just restock essentially.
Yeah, or try to find a place that sells iron bars.
Yeah, that'd be the easier option too.
Yeah.
But where's
So
that
you
fun?
can stop the recording. So,
Okay,
you can stop the recording there.
Stopping.